Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Post Narcissist. I'm glad that you found us here on YouTube and have joined our tribe of survivors. Be sure to like and subscribe as we're trying to build this channel so we can try to reach as many people as we can. And today I want to talk about calling out the narcissist. You know, like telling them that they're a narcissist. Because a lot of times, you know, that's our first knee-jerk reaction when we discover that they have an actual personality disorder and that they are a narcissist. And you know, you're not gonna call them that out of spite, but you want to call them out because that's what they are. That they don't have empathy, they have self-entitlement, that they have all the traits, and this is why your relationship is doomed. And that now, because doing that, it almost feels like you would empower yourself to have them like in on it, what you've discovered. But the thing is, and I know you guys, if you've listened to me talk on this channel for a while, you know I'm going to tell you that it's not going to work. You know, the fact that they are narcissists is why you can't really call them out in any kind of way that would be beneficial to you. Because a narcissist will never admit that they're a narcissist. Like, they will not be like, oh, okay, that's what's wrong with me. Remember, they don't think anything's wrong with them. They think that all their behaviors are justifiable and okay, and it's that they are right and you are wrong. And doesn't matter how you would approach them to tell them that they're a narcissist, you're going to be wrong in their mind. And not only that, they're going to do their narcissistic ways and turn it around on you. And first of all, try to make you feel like the narcissist, and to get everyone that knows you and the two of them, get everyone else to think that you're the narcissist, and in order to free themselves. Like, that's what they do. So it's almost like it'll come back at you times 3 if you try to approach them and tell them that they're a narcissist and that you know what they are. You know, you want to rip their mask off and turn it around and show it to them and say, I know you've been wearing this mask. And I'm going to, because we all got put through such, horrific circumstances. We want to shout from the mountaintop that you've learned that they were a narcissist all this time, and this is why everything happened. And you kind of want everyone to know, and you want to defend yourself. And so all these things are really normal. But remember, this should be treated like a knee-jerk reaction. You do not actually, we don't want to have the ego that they have wanting to call them out. That's not us, okay? We're the empaths. We're the ones that have empathy. We know that doesn't matter what they did to us, trying to hurt them or trying to hurt their image in everyone else's mind, in the end is actually going to hurt us, and it's going to make people look at us badly. And, things like that affect us. They don't affect the narcissist. The narcissist can go around making you like the bad guy to everybody, and it doesn't affect them. But if we go around and try to make the narcissist the bad guy to everybody else, the way those people then look at us for talking badly about someone, all of a sudden that will affect us. That'll make us almost sad. But so that's why you have to kind of take a breath and take a step back. When you learn that they are a narcissist, you don't want to go up and call them out. You don't want to call the narcissist a narcissist. What you want to do is understand what they are, and understand that they're after your fuel, and to pull out all the fuel. Do not let them get any more of your fuel is the first step. It should be it's not your knee-jerk reaction, but it's the reaction that you need to take, to cut off the fuel that you have been providing them. And, you going up to them and calling them a narcissist and tell them you've discovered all that, that's going to be negative fuel for them. That will give almost them ammunition to use against you because you've done something now that is not kind and good. And they're going to take that reaction that you've done, and they can then reuse that to everybody else to get their flying monkeys and gaslighting and everything like that. Like it will be 100 times worse trying to call them out. You want to pull away. You don't want to go towards the narcissist, even to call them a narcissist. You want to completely pull yourself back and cut off their fuel supply. And it's not important for you to call them out, right? Because there's nothing you're going to be able to say to them to tell them that they are not the perfect person that they think they are, because they don't value your opinion in the first place, right? It's not, they're not going to say, oh, well, like you've told me this and your opinion matters. Your opinion doesn't matter to the narcissist. You can call them whatever you want and it's not going to affect them. It kind of just rolls off their back. And if not, they'll throw it all back at you, and it'll hurt you, and they will hurt you in other ways as well. I know everyone there kind of has that a little bit in them, especially if you've had a very hard relationship that's ended, but do not go up to them. I can kind of talk all day about all the harsh scenarios that can come out of it, and do not give them your negative fuel, first and foremost. So going up to them would do that, and you just want to cut them off. You want to cut them off. You're not going to be able to change them. You're not going to be able to get them to see who they really are in their true ugliness, because doesn't matter what they look like. They're always going to see themselves as beautiful, right? In their eyes, in their mirror, when they look in the mirror, they think they're perfect, kind of. Even though they could look like, and I know a lot of people don't like this, like I bet you Donald Trump, and people don't like the fact that I call him a narcissist, but he is. He's got this, silly hair that has been made fun of his entire life, but and he's overweight. He's not good looking, but I bet you he looks at himself in the mirror and thinks, "Damn, I am fine." And that's what all narcissists do. They really think that they're amazing. So you telling them that they're not, they're just not going to believe you. They're not going to accept that. They're going to actually turn it around on you and make you ugly, kind of thing. So, there's no changing the narcissist either. I've talked about that a lot. Like, there's no cure for narcissism, and there's no way that you can actually shine the light on anything to make them realize that they're not their perfect self. They don't see themselves as perfect and entitled. And there's nothing you can really do to hurt their feelings in that regard, because they don't value you. And there's nothing that, you're not be able to get almost like a robot to have feelings, like you can't get a chair to have feelings. You can't get it seems like they're a hollow shell object. You're not going to be able to hurt them. You're just going to hurt yourself. Okay, so don't call a narcissist when you discover who they are. You want to pull away. You're supposed to be, all your energies should go on saving yourself and saving your fuel and escaping them, because they can't change. You can't make them see the way they truly are. And it's not your job anymore to try to save them from their narcissistic tendencies. You're no longer responsible for trying to save them. So why would you go up to them to call them out, to try to, you're not trying to help them. You're not going to hurt them. It's only going to hurt yourself. So, try to be mindful of that going forward, because that, when you get those impulsive feelings of really just going up to them and calling them out, just take a minute, because those feelings will go away, and then all of a sudden you'll start to realize, oh, right, I don't care about them and knowing them. I just want to care about getting away from them and conserving my fuel and giving my fuel to someone who's worthy. And those feelings will come back, and the feelings of being like approaching the narcissist in any way, those feelings will always subside. So try to remember that. So this was this talk is just about a thought I had, like just because I'm in danger of a Hoover, that if he were to come back, or to try to contact me, I would call him a narcissist. But even if he does contact me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ignore him or gray rock him, or I'm going to do my very, very best not to have any, like just delete any email that I get, not respond to any text. I'm not going to give him anything at all. Even though, even if he comes back, first thing I would want to do is, get away from me. I know you're a narcissist. That's not going to help anyone in any situation. Like, nothing good will come out of that except for him getting your negative fuel, right? Like, that's what's going to happen. So don't do that. And I won't do that. That's why I'm kind of making this talk, to kind of remind myself, of the, to have a clear mind and in my actions. So I hope you guys got something out of this talk. I can't wait to read your comments. Your comments get better and better every time I go into YouTube and start reading them. They're awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you guys have all found us here and have joined our tribe of survivors post-narcissist.